right now.
See what you're missing?
I know. The sunshine.
Should join us more often, Jonathan.
We'll see. Yeah. I'm with you guys this week, so
yes.
we're having fun.
Good,
Morning,
good.
Belen.
Good morning. And we're going to zip on through this week. You were saying it's June 23rd.
Wow.
Can't believe it. We're
Crazy,
11
right?
days away from July the 4th.
Insane.
Oh, my
Yeah, it is
goodness.
pretty crazy. Glad to see the gloom is out there, though, because that keeps our temperatures nice and comfortable for this time of year. Buenos dias, everyone. Not seeing any huge issues when it comes to fog, but I am keeping my eye out for the visibility over in Hemet. Usually when we get closer to sunrise, the foggy conditions start to develop, and that's what we're seeing over there in that area. Still drivable, though, and the temperatures are a little warmer compared to yesterday. Thankfully, no watches, no warnings, and nothing we can't handle. The view right now is cloudy over the downtown area. Gradually, we're going to get to the sunshine, and we're going to have a great day. Light sweater this morning, temperatures in the upper 50s, low 60s, a colder morning in the mountains, 37. And look at the afternoon, highs in the 70s and 80s, not seeing any 90s, any triple digits. But as we get to the end of the week, that's going to change. Just ahead that 7-day forecast, because the heat is going to return. I'll tell you when. Right now, let's check on the drive. Robin, you've been very busy.
Yes, very busy tracking a fatal accident here on the 405. Street Vision has been stuck in heavy traffic for over an hour, and we have finally reached the closure where CHP is diverting all this traffic off the freeway. So this is South 405. There's your Getty exit. Here's your Caltrans vehicle. You see there's no traffic up ahead beyond this point. All those folks squeezing over on the off-ramp. You cannot go beyond this point because of the fatal accident that we've been tracking, which is closer to Moraga. It happened this morning, started as a spin out. Another crash occurred in the backup, and we've just been watching this backup grow and grow. Now it's almost to the 101 split coming out of Sherman Oaks. If you have to head north, the northbound side is looking good. It's getting through, but that southbound side, it's going to be tough. Consider Sepulveda, which is already jammed, by the way. Consider the 101 as an alternate too. It's out of the way, but it looks much, much better when you compare it to South 405. We'll stay on top of this. We'll check in on more freeways and more drive times coming up in a bit. Jonathan, Michelle, back to you.
Robin, thank you so much.
We're riding into the work week with very nice temperatures, seasonal for this time of year. Enjoy it. And I've got to look at the forecast for the Angels game tonight against the Red Sox. First pitch happening at 6:38. Bring a sweater, a jacket. 68 at the start of the game, 63 by the end of the game. I had that 70 forecast. I'm going to show you when the heat returns. Right now, a check of the drive. Hey, Robin.
Hey there, Belen. The drive does not look good this morning on the 405 because of a fatal accident. The investigation continues as we take a live look from the scene. On the left side of your screen, that is southbound 405 near Moraga. All lanes closed. On the right, we have traffic getting by heading north. We'll track your backup, your drive time, all those details coming up when Today in LA returns. Stay with us.
Yes, I agree with him.
Great.
Yes, we have good vibrations as we head into the work week.
I love it. I love it.
If you're maybe pedaling out today, hey, here's your forecast at the coast. Temperatures are going to be in the upper 60s from Huntington Beach, Laguna into Dana Point. So it is going to be a cool day at the coast. Waves 2 to 3 feet, 68 to 72 degrees. That's the water temperature over in Orange County. Now, some clouds are going to linger along our coastal communities. We'll have upper 60s, low 70s along the LA County beaches with a moderate risk for rip currents and water temperatures between 61 to 69 degrees. Now, let's get to the forecast because it's going to be nice and seasonal today and tomorrow with morning clouds, afternoon sunshines, but no watches, no warnings. So enjoy the next 2 days. Now, once we get to the middle and part of the week, that's when the heat's going to return, and we could be seeing some impacts to the air quality. The air quality today, though, is looking good, acceptable for most of us. That is what the yellow means. It means that most of us can be just fine. Now, if you do have respiratory issues, you may experience some mild effects if you're outdoors for too long, so take that into consideration. The temperatures this morning are feeling fresh, 50s, 60s from the coast up to the cactus. Right in between, our friends in the mountains are waking up to numbers close to freezing over in Big Bear, 34 degrees. So it's a cold start there. Afternoon temperatures will be nice. We'll have 80s in the desert, so not too hot. Mid 80s for our friends in the Inland Empire. So still a warm day, but not blazing. Big Bear 67. Orange County will have 70s. Los Angeles 77. 70s through the San Fernando Valley. Santa Clarita 81. And again, at the coast, we'll have upper 60s. It will feel cooler there. You're going to need the sweater or the jacket. Now, look at how the weather warms in the coming days. For example, I've got the forecast here for Fontana, where tomorrow is going to be similar today. Very pleasant. Morning clouds, afternoon sunshine, 82. Then on Wednesday, gets a little warmer, upper 80s with patchy fog. And once this warmer air settles in, the marine layer is going to shrink right back to the coast. So although we're starting off gloomy today and tomorrow, Wednesday, Thursday, if you are away from the coast, it could be a sunnier start with less of that cloud cover during the morning. Then on Thursday, temperatures around 90 degrees. So let's take a look at that 7-day forecast because it gets hotter as we step into the weekend. It's going to take a few days for us to get there. Today and tomorrow still feeling pleasant in the 70s for the Basin Orange County, but by Wednesday we're above normal and the numbers get a little warmer at the end of the weekend. Into the weekend you see those low 80s. At the coast we've got temperatures in the low 70s through Thursday, then mid 70s from Friday into the weekend. The weather for our friends in the valleys, upper 70s, tomorrow a touch warmer, then mid to upper 80s Wednesday through Friday and flirting with 90 degrees this weekend. In the Inland Empire, by Wednesday we could come close to 90 degrees and we're going to be in it Thursday and Friday, and through the weekend it's going to feel hot again. Not seeing any excessive heat, but temperatures that will be above normal. Now when we get to the deserts, we've got 80s today and tomorrow in the high desert, then almost 100 degrees for the second half of the weekend into the weekend. Low desert 89, 100 tomorrow, and look at these temperatures are going to be so hot into the weekend, 110. And finally in the mountains, upper 60s today, 70 tomorrow, still feeling good, but feeling much warmer towards the second half of the week, around 80 degrees. That's your forecast. Now to traffic. What's going on, Robin?
Good morning. Well, traffic has not improved for the 405, Belen. For folks just now joining us, we're tracking a traffic alert. Fatal accident here on the 405 southbound near the Moraga exit. Our cameras on the northbound side of the freeway pointing over to the southbound side, giving you a close-up of the accident scene and one of the vehicles involved here. The traffic that you see moving by, that is northbound 405. Some looky-loo activity going on, but if you plan on heading south, you shouldn't because traffic is at a standstill. This is the scene right here. It's closer to Moraga. This is your backup, which is starting to spill beyond the 101 split if you're coming out of Sherman Oaks. Northbound side moving a little slow, passing the scene, but there is no estimated time of clearing. So you have options. There's Sepulveda, there's Beverly Glen, there's southbound 101. You have several options as far as your alternate route. 85 minutes, not good from Sylmar down to Inglewood. New accident for Southgate. On 710 at Imperial, that's blocking the left lane, creating a little bit of a backup. The 110 is picking up, not bad though, under 20 minutes for that drive through Carson, South LA and downtown LA. And Metrolink delays for the VC line 102 heading to LA Union Station. They're having some operational issues that's causing delays up to 30 minutes, so plan ahead. Stay with us. Today in LA returns after the break.